I don't know.
Welcome back to
I can
PS
stop it.
Reviews. We're doing teeth. This is part 2.
Yep. That's how I... Okay. So,
So far we've established that this girl has teeth in her vagina. And they are going swimming with, damn it, I forgot his name already.
Toby.
Toby, right.
She's swimming,
Toby.
they start kissing, and it almost seems like this is the first time they ever kissed or something.
Yeah, well,
and
it was the first time they ever kissed.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird because they keep talking. I didn't really understand how they got to that point. But
Go to the rocks?
Well, no, how they got just to the point where they were kissing and getting into their...
Oh yeah, well she went in for the swim, and then she went swimming to like this little cave. It was like a big rock, and she would swim under it and get on top of the rock, and you'd be covered by the other rock or whatever. I'll get to what I couldn't figure out.
If we ever get to a point where we can cut the video clips, which I think is what we'll try and do next season.
Yeah. We know
there'll
how.
Be a video. There'll be a video.
How.
Okay, well, good. Because there's a part where he goes, "Can I?" He's like, "Let me up there," and she's like, "You stay in there."
Yeah,
he's like, "I'm freezing."
Yeah.
And I was like, I would have tossed her in there.
Because what happens is she goes climbing up on the rock, and this is what I couldn't figure out: is when she goes up there, there's a blanket.
Yeah, there's a blanket.
She just gets in the blanket and covers up, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna work perfectly." And he starts swimming up towards her, and she's like, "No, you stay in there." And then he's like shivering. He's like, "I'm cold."
Yeah.
So he goes crawling up there and gets under beside her and grabs some of the blanket. And then, yeah, that's how they get to kissing. And then she starts saying, "No, we shouldn't do this. Like, let's go back." And then
that's
he
what he
basically
goes,
just...
I haven't jerked off since, like, June or something.
Yeah, and then he
just starts taking his pants off, and he's just like, "See?" And he's like, obviously, it's just like, "Holy fuck, I have a huge shirt on,"
Yeah,
like, fuck.
I gotta get rid of this thing.
Yeah.
I've had her for 4 days now.
Can you imagine how fucked that would be? And anyways, driving you that mad that you had to just
just rape someone.
So that's what no sex does for civilization. Anyways, but so she's like, freaking out. She's getting raped, and she's kind of, she's just in that state where she looks confused and lost. She's like, oh my god, and then all of a sudden,
she's trying to push him away with her feet. Yeah, he gets it in there, and he's just like, oh, and then he lights it.
And
then he stands up and he looks, and there's
and
no
he's like,
dick.
Of course, any guy would be like, well, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Like, I mean, I know I was raping somebody, but did I deserve that? In a way, it's that's how the legend actually supposedly of vaginal dentata. That's what the legend is. It's to provoke people not to rape people or
rape girls,
have sex, or fear of AIDS and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of weird. In other cultures, like, it's kind of an old demon sort of
tale.
Yeah, but anyway.
Legend.
So, he's walking around. He jumps
falls,
into the water.
Yeah, he falls into the water.
He fell, or I thought he jumped. He jumped, man. I think he was gonna swim. But I was like, how do you swim with no dick? Like, I know you don't need a dick to swim, but how the fuck do you swim with no dick? I use that for the
third stroke.
Yeah, it's just like, how do you get to the, like, you'd be like, whoa!
You couldn't stop looking at it, be like, I can't believe it's gone! You just end up swimming in circles, like, what the fuck?
I can't believe it's gone. No, seriously though, it's like I don't know, like seeing his dick there and like just
when she gets up to run away, it falls out and it's just lying there.
Yeah, it falls it's just laying there. And she's like, oh my goodness, and then she's like, you can tell now there's like a sort of a montage of her like checking herself out and kind of like, what the fuck's up with this, and then the hell was it? She's having nightmares about that, and she goes to one of her stupid meetings the next day, and she's sitting there, and she's
freaking
like,
out. She doesn't understand any of it. She's like talking. She's not making any sense, and these cult people are just like chanting to her. It was fucked up, and she was like, "No, you don't understand. Why? I don't get it anymore."
She was like, "What?" She's like, "There's something inside." Isn't there? She says it like...
Yeah, and then what they say, they chant it like...
I don't know, they're like evil tap or something.
Evil tap.
I don't know.
It's the purity.
Yeah. And, yeah, so basically I'm dressed like a gay painter or something.
Who?
I don't know. I just reminded me of a gay painter. I got this stupid shirt on. I don't like this shirt
Yeah.
anymore.
The Pugsley Adams shirt.
Yeah. But anyways, back to the movie. Sorry, kind of got sidetracked by my loud shirt.
I just can't stop staring at it now.
I know.
So that was the first penis she bit off.
Yeah. And then
And,
basically, okay,
so this kid is missing now. Toby's missing.
Yeah.
Some people are looking for him. She's looking for him, and they say like some of her friends said, "Oh, I seen Toby. He told me this." And she's like, "When? When was this?" And it was like, "Oh, a couple days ago." She's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, man, I want to know if he's okay or whatever, eh?" And he never does come back.
well, they end up finding his body in the bottom of the river,
Right?
dick off.
Yeah.
Probably thought it was like a mob or something.
Yeah, it was like, oh shit, this guy owed someone money, like seriously.
But so,
Or messed with the wrong girl, which she did.
but there's this guy that likes her. Oh, and by the way, we got to get back to her brother for a second.
Yeah,
Her brother Brad, he's definitely got some twisted fantasies about his sister.
Yeah, he's like in love with her. He's
Yeah.
been in love with her since they were kids,
Yeah.
and then his dad married her mom, and
Yeah.
that fucked everything up. And he's kind of hated his dad ever since.
Yeah.
And
So he pretty much like
he kind of blocked out what happened to him as a kid.
with her
like,
vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got this big missing chunk of his finger or whatever that's scarred
Yeah.
up there, and he's like something bit it.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know, as a kid, I don't remember.
He basically
He must
just
have got really into drugs and shit.
well
He's
he's
like, dude,
yeah.
my sister's pussy bit me. I don't understand.
Well, that's the thing though.
It's like, how do you go to your mom and dad?
He's just basically like a pothead that sits around and listens to music and has sex all day, and he's
Yeah.
like the weirdest looking guy ever.
And he treats women like horribly.
Eh, kind of. He's pretty nice to the one girl, Melanie.
Not really.
He isn't mean to her.
He is.
Oh. You know, I don't remember
I mean,
that.
there's a couple parts where they're like okay, they're just kind of sitting there,
But he also has a dog. And the dog's mean.
they seem to fight anyways.
Yeah, I guess. But anyways,
Yes, and he does have a dog. What's the dog's name?
the dog,
The dog. No. Is it bitch?
bitch. No, it's not
He calls
bitch.
bitch. He says bitch a lot, so
Does he?
it's either the dog or he's calling the women bitch. Shut
Yeah.
up, bitch.
Shut up, bitch. Well, anyways, he wants to fuck his sister,
Yeah.
and that's the long and the short of it. We went way too far with that. Yeah.
I kind of almost forgot we were on camera. Sorry, guys.
Okay, but so so little bitch or whatever his name is, he stays in his room, and now there's a guy at school that likes Dawn, and he charms her, and then she, I think she starts realizing, oh no, she goes to the vagina doctor, the gynecologist.
Yeah. Yeah,
And,
to get it looked at.
Yeah, and
And-
he starts fingering her, and he's
Whoa.
without a glove on.
Yeah, this is the fucked up thing. He puts a glove on this hand, and then he's like, all right, let's see what we got. And he starts moving in with this hand. And then he's like, oh, wow, we're a little tight in here. Let's loosen you up, eh? And then he's sticking out, like, all 5 fingers in there like that.
Yeah.
And he's just like, all right. And he's getting, like, right up to his knuckles and stuff.
Yeah, and she's like, oh no, this
Yeah, and he's like, just squeeze, like, just do a gentle squeeze. I just want to check something out here. And then she's like, I can't. She's just like trying not to squeeze, but then she ends up squeezing and it bites his fingers off.
Yeah, and he pretty much deserved it.
Yeah, so he gets up. He's like, ah!
Yeah.
And then freaking out, and the 5 finger tips drop, and he goes running out of the
Well,
office.
she goes early.
Oh yeah, she goes.
He's like,
yeah,
he's like
left there
vagina
freaking-
death lady. Right, but okay, so we got like
9.5
half a
minutes.
minute left, so we'll probably move on to part 3 here pretty soon.
In 3, 2,
Nah, it's just 2.
yes.
But so what are you guys been up to? I'm sure you all have lives. To watch us.
Question mark.
Yeah. Yeah, we know your secrets.
No, if you're watching this, you don't have a life.
Peace.